Hi, boys and girls. Today for math, we're going to be working on two concepts. We're going to be playing with our counting jar, and we have three steps. We are going to count. We're going to make or represent another way the same amount, and then we're going to show or record. So we're going to do the counting jar. And the next thing we're going to do is work on sizes, shorter and longer. All right, let's get started. This is investigation 611, and here's the counting jar. If you want to do it online, and I'll also show you how to do it if you don't want to do it this way.
Counting jar. Follow 3 steps to use the counting jar. Step 1 is to count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 2 is to make the same amount. I used 4 bears and 4 counters. Step 3 is to show how many. I drew 4 squares to show there are 4 cubes. Follow the steps to count the cubes. Try it. Drag some cubes into the jar. Count how many. Drag counters to show the same amount. Show how many.
All right, this is really good to practice something called cardinality. Many kindergartners have trouble with counting a specific amount. That's why I want you to make it again. So for example, say you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say you put in 7, or your mom or dad put in 7, and asking you to represent that same amount. Well, many kindergartners might keep putting some in without stopping at 7. So that's what this skill is really good at practicing. So how many am I supposed to put over here to represent the same amount? That's right, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So one way to make sure that you have the same amount is to check it and touch each one as you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you can write or draw 7 objects. So if you're not on Zoom, you'll have to draw that in your journal. I'm going to put these over here. Put these over here. All right, so then, let's see if I can get down here. We're going to work on sizes, shorter than and longer than. Listen to the instructions on this.
Shorter than or longer than. Math words, shorter, longer. Compare 2 objects to see which one is longer or shorter. I can tell just by looking that the pencil is longer than the crayon. I can line up the ends to compare them. The pencil is longer. Shorter than or longer than. These students used a tower of 10 cubes to measure some objects in their classroom. Some objects were shorter than the 10 cubes. This crayon is shorter. My hand is shorter. Some objects were longer than the 10 cubes. This book is longer. My arm is longer. Try it. Choose a cube trim. Find an object that is longer. Find an object that is shorter.
So I think I'll choose the yellow medium-sized one. And it's pretty easy to tell without even matching edge to edge that the fire truck is longer, but just in case to show you, to prove it, I'm going to match it edge to edge. So the cube train is shorter and the fire truck is longer. When you play this game, I want you to be saying those words. You can say the paper clip is shorter by matching it edge to edge, and the cube train is longer. Let's see about the pencil. The pencil is, that's right, the pencil is longer and the cube train is shorter. What do you think about the Band-Aid? It looks about the same, but if I put it edge to edge, the Band-Aid is actually just a little bit shorter. So that's a fun way to play that. Okay. Now, let me show you on my document camera. The first thing you're going to practice is you can have a cup or a jar with some objects in it. This is mine. It's really, really big. So I am going to first, with my counting jar, the first one of the 3 steps is to count them. So you could take one out at a time and count it, or you could pour them. I love to touch and pull, so that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I first counted. Now I'm going to recheck myself. I touched and pulled and I counted 9. So I should have 9 again if I tap each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I still have the same amount. So the total is 9. Now I'm going to make 9 using something else. So I'm going to represent 9 another way, and I'm going to choose my shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last thing instructions told me to do was to show. So I'm going to illustrate 9 things, and I think I will do 9 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to write a 9, and I might even write the word 9. So in your counting jar, it's more than just counting. I want you to use the 3 steps. Count, make or represent the same amount, and then show, illustrate it. So let me put this off. And then you're going to work on shorter than and longer than. So what you might want to do is get some objects around the house and talk to whoever you are with. What is longer than or shorter than? For example, you can say, my pencil is shorter than the scissors, matching edge to edge, like that. That's how I like to do it. Matching edge to edge, you can see that the pencil is shorter than the scissors, or the scissors are longer than the pencil. You can find anything around the house. You can have a crayon and one of your cards. Look at this. What have you noticed here? It's about the same length. The crayon might be just a tad longer. So take a couple of things around your house and discuss with whomever you're with what is shorter than and what is longer than. And then make a tower with your Unifix cubes of 10 Unifix cubes together, and go around your house, gather 5 or 10 different things and see what is longer than or shorter than the 10 Unifix cubes. So for example, you might want to take, I have a few things here. I have a xylophone. And if I matched it edge to edge, I would say that the xylophone is longer than the train of 10 Unifix cubes. I have a feather. A feather matching edge to edge is shorter than my 10 train Unifix cube. Look at this. You can see if you have yours, your paints. The paint is longer than the Unifix cube train. The glue bottle is shorter than the Unifix cube train. So have a lot of fun with objects around your house and discussing whether it's shorter than or longer than your Unifix cubes. Have fun.